Alright, we continue from where we left off with our Gerald Witcher character. We're level 217. We've been making levels like gangbusters with this character in the DLC. It's pretty easy to get levels, especially if you are below 200. But even above that, we're still making some. We'll see if we can't get to level 220 today or something similar. I honestly cannot remember when we started this playthrough, whether it were 150 hours in or 160, I don't remember. We can check in the DLC Steam page, but that would take work, so I'm not going to look up that till the end of the playthrough. So many people are posting things about this DLC on YouTube and playing it on stream, on Twitch, and I cannot watch any of it, because it's spoilers. And so many people have already finished the DLC, I don't know how they've pulled that off. I think just pelting it all the way to the end game, pelting it all the way through to every boss, not even looking around, I'm guessing. And also playing 12 hours a day, every day. That works too, I guess. Your cat was chilling on the windowsill and touched her back and she said meow. Oh my. A very responsive cat. Yes, I hope she's alright. Layla Game Zone abusing cats. How dare she? Touching. I see what you mean. Or like bat it over the head, I see. Did I come this way? I don't remember this spot. So, what we were trying to do... Oh! What we were trying to do last time is find a way up into this hole. And I may have found it. This may be where we already went. But... yeah, this is where we already were. I'm quite sure. Yes, I've done this multiple times. Hold on! Hold up. I just found the way, which I spent at least half an hour looking for last night. The entrance is right there. Okay. Well, this is a good start to the stream today. There is progress being made. Yes, I think with extra sleep, my IQ is returning to me. Numbers go up, hopefully. Charles knows the way. This is the way. Do you know the way? Do you know the way? This is the way. Brother. I can't believe social activists out on the internet were looking at that meme and decrying it for being quote-unquote racist. Like, dude, can we not have anything fun? I don't think there were any African Americans or Ethiopians or people from actual Africa who would ever say, don't do that, that's racist. Divine Bird Warrior or Niece. That's new, very new. Happy! If you would like to bring me a sandwich, I would accept it. Sure. That's always a nice presentation. Tuna fish sandwich for lunch today. Oh, it's the guy that we killed up on the plateau in the last stream. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirit of Ornis, the divine bird warrior. Spirit of the divine bird warrior from whom the horned warriors claim descent, clad in golden armor and granted wings and feathers by divine invocation. Ornis succeeded in taming the divine bird and made its wings his own as he soared through the sky. When he finally fell to earth, he lived on as the guardian deity of the temple quarter, which we have already been to, partially. We have met him, we've slain him. Kind of anticlimactic to find this after having killed him. I bet we were supposed to come here first, and then do that later. Oh well. That's the thing, the ones who are offended are not of said culture. Generally, yeah. Most of the time. All virtue signaling. Okay. So we have not gone northwest, and I think we shall do this Today, I thought there would be a lot more in here. Like, you look at this from outside and there's like, whoa, this is awesome. This is going to be like a whole dungeon. No, it's one room with one chest in it. That is my, like, only objective complaint about this, which is based on my own expectations, I must confess. But I really thought that this DLC would have a lot more in it, per square inch. But that's not really something really bad. There is a lot in it. It's just that it's spread out way more than I ever imagined it would be. Lord Crush! Welcome to the Chill Channel of Charles, and splendid Saturday to you.
Oh, hi.
Welcome back to the Chill Channel. How do you do, Lord Crush? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Good day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to all those throughout the world in different time zones. The clouds look amazing. The clouds, chat. The clouds. Not too bad, just taking a day to relax and rest. Excellent, as you should. I should probably be doing that right now, but I'll take tomorrow, the day of Sabbath rest, as my own. Kind of what is expected of me. I do need to be careful, though, that I don't overdo it, you know? Can't wait until I have money to buy this game. I can't wait either. It would be so fun to watch Layla play through this game for the first time. Obviously not full blind, but that doesn't really matter. Playing it and watching someone else play it is inherently quite a different thing. Yeah, we just need to teleport back down. There's no way up top. The cloud strife. The strife of the clouds. We're kind of using a Cloud Strife sword right now. It is huge. It is black. I must cough. Ahem. The Oathless. Greetings and salutations, the Oathless 89. Welcome to the Chill Channel of Charles.
Oh, hi.
Good day to you. Splendid Saturday. To the Oathless. How far art thou? Lord Crush will probably fire this game up later. Started playing it and I'm enjoying it more than when I started Dark Souls back in the day. Yeah, I'm glad. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, Dark Souls is a very particular experience. Very linear, at least at the beginning. Yeah, it opens up quite madly later on. But a definitely worthwhile experience. Whereas Elden Ring, completely of another... Ooh. Oh! Oh no! A game of a completely other sort. And in type and quality. Well, it's the same type, but, you know, open world, quite different than non-open world. The possibilities are seemingly endless. Oh man, the rock stopped me. Stop it! Get him! Get him! Sheesh. Vengeance. Why are they worshipping... Oh yeah, we know. We know from the base game that they worship the Scarlet Rot. Goodness. Taking a lot of damage. Glad there's a sword like that in the remake, it's just bigger. Oh, I see. Similar shape, yes. Hot Saturday, true. Very muggy. Very muggy Saturday. Oh. Got him. Thank you, Pappy. You can put it up here, if you like. Thank you. It's lunch time. No. Hot sauce with pickles. And apples, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Have you ever had tuna fish with apples and hot sauce in it? I would be surprised, friends, but that's what my father was recommending to me just now. 23,000 runes. Excuse me? Whoa. Whoa. Still don't understand George R. R. Martin's writing. No, I don't, and this is what I'm getting from the DLC. We never will. We never will. There's just so much, there's too much. And this is the deal as well. George R. R. Martin's involvement in this game is only the basis of the world. So, what Miyazaki has done is taken the basis of that world and changed a lot of it, and used that basis as a simple history for what he added, which is a lot. Spirit Firestone. Excuse me, that was absolutely the opposite of what I said. What is on here? Fire Sprite Stone. I could not have said anything the more opposite than what I did. Use FP to release a fire sprite that bounces along the ground. A Raoub. Oh, this is what you use those things to craft. Okay. Raoub Burrow, inhabited by a fire sprite. Craftable item. Uses FP to release a fire sprite that bounces along the ground. The sprite pierces through enemies, dealing fire damage. Of all the sprites, the fire sprites are said to be the most boisterous in nature. True? True? Didn't know we were dealing with fairies in this game. Now we can build those if we want. Interesting. Definitely prefer the open world. I like exploring, yes. Every Souls game is about exploring. It's just that I would say it's funny, because Dark Souls 1 and 2 have a lot of open world components. A lot of directions to go in that lead to other places that interconnect with other areas. And there is so much along the way that you could miss for thinking that it's actually, quite linear, whereas it's actually not. Whereas in this game, it's like, yes, there are directions you need to go in order to continue the main game. And that's linear, but it's just so wide open. There's literally no interconnectedness. It's just open wide. And that's fair to prefer. But it's not like Dark Souls 1 was not about exploration. Just a different type. Which is, again, one of my complaints about this. Like, Dark Souls 1, I love, and this is something I've always loved about Elden Ring, is the open world of it. I've always wanted a Souls game that had, like, MMO elements, like the world of an MMO. But both where everything were wide open spaces, but also interconnected. And this game still doesn't have that, sadly. What was I going to say? I don't know. Dark Souls 3 is very much almost completely linear. People love it, but it's just not as interesting to explore. Oh! Wow. Those guys destroyed me for some reason. Yeah, I hope my dad is okay. He's always had very eccentric tastes when it comes to food. He's totally okay with eating moldy bread. Overly toasted things, overly burnt things, burnt chicken, burnt steak. He's a very special man with very special tastes. But yeah, it's interesting the different ways people approach each Souls game. Like the debate as to which is better, the Elden Ring open world design or the Dark Souls 1 interconnected design, is one that rages on to this day. And it is definitely a preference. I do believe that Elden Ring has a lot more convenience than Dark Souls 1 does, obviously. No mounts, and almost just as much ground to cover. Not really, but it feels like that way when you're just on foot all the time without the ability to teleport. Dark Souls 2, actually. Oh, why do they do so much damage? The other guys didn't do half that much. I died again and lost 220,000 runes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Elden Ring does make me want to revisit the original Dark Souls games, though. You definitely should. You definitely should. If you can beat Elden Ring, you can beat any of the other Souls games. Like, no problem. Every time you die, it changes the time of day. Which is interesting. Oh my gosh. I'm having so much difficulty with these guys this time. Maybe I should use the talisman for defense now. Yeah, yes. Where is it? There it is. Verdigris discus. This guy got stuck on a tree. I think Pizzerino of my channel was saying that Dark Souls 1 couldn't stand how small everything felt, how claustrophobic everything was. I was like, claustrophobic, huh? Because I've never experienced that in Dark Souls 1, but it's a fair critique, if, in comparison, Elden Ring just does not have that feeling. Which I could definitely see it doesn't, but just the dungeons. That's what Dark Souls 3 does feel like, is a bunch of dungeons strung out back to back. Whereas Dark Souls 1 has a lot of in-betweens, some dead ends, some interconnected areas that go back to the beginning of the game, some areas that interconnect with late game areas from the beginning. Very interesting. It's the most interesting level design. There's more Greybird armor. Never seen that. Alright. Two-shotting those birds. Feels good, man. Feels good. Best to add water to mac and cheese creamier when there is no milk. Yes, I mean, what else would you put in? Milk is best with mac and cheese, but don't have milk. Use water. Can't use Sprite. I mean, you can. That might be an interesting combination. Maybe. They're gonna do it. They did it. Yeah, that doesn't hurt so much. Just taking a quarter of my life instead of half of it. Hey! Stop! Gotta kill these guys first so they don't come back and haunt me later. Double kill. Oh my gosh, we are... Wow. These guys give a lot of runes, so I should make the most of that. Everything's fine. These guys are anti-counterattack. Very much so. Hey, I got the heal in right before it gave me a health back. Yeah, this place is much harder to go through than I was expecting. Ooh, new item found. Maybe it's just a material, crafting material. Preserving boluses. There's a rot lake in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my words. I'm not aware of one at the moment, but that's what this is leading us to, I'm sure. Stop. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Hmm? 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 They're like, we fell down and we don't know how to get back up. Ooh. Stop! Okay. Take your lumps. Gracious. Yeah, what I like about these games more than anything else, beyond the excellent world design and excellent exploration, just the combat. Just going from one enemy to another is enough to keep me coming back for Soulsborne content from Software. Better than any other Soulsborne, Souls-like competitor to me. I have heard that some people prefer Neo or Eyes of P to Dark Souls 1. I'm like, are you insane? You know, that's just me, though. I want more Souls-likes to more directly mimic the gameplay of Dark Souls, and to mimic the balancing, because in Dark Souls, in this game, in every game, the balancing is very similar, where every minor mob, minor minion, generally at the beginning of the game takes maybe 3 hits to kill, at most. Never more, almost never less. And that is very satisfying, but also not too difficult. Poison flower bloom... what? Ash of War. The poison flower blooms twice. Oh dear. Rot ability. Ah, poison affinity, not rot. Why does it look orange, though? Quote, the poison flower blooms twice, conjures stingers of scarlet rot. It does... what? What rot? What absolute rot? I'm confused. Is it scarlet rot or is it poison? Because those are 2 different things in the game. Conjures stingers of scarlet rot from below to stab the enemy. Landing a follow-up attack on a foe already inflicted with poison or rot deals massive damage in one fell swoop. So it grants poison affinity, but also does scarlet rot build up? Whoa. Whoa, no wonder the guys in Caelid were not only scarlet rot, but also poison. So this is a different version of the Gravebird's Black Quill armor. Enhances jumping attacks. Oh, marvelous. I'm not going to wear it though, because it looks stupid. Here's what Serenity's answer is. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, one of these big guys. I tried to roll, didn't have the ability. Oops, shouldn't have rolled. There we go. I win. Just walked away. How dare you walk away from me? 7k. And nothing else. I think we can grind those guys to get their armor. Not that I like it very much. It looks... oh, hey. Somebody is hiding sneakily. Sneaky, sneaky. Alan Theus, good evening to you, Alan. Welcome back to the chill channel of Charles, my friend. How do you do? Splendid Saturday. Charles offended my cat somehow. Was it something I said? Meow. Meow. Nya. Could have said nya instead of meow. I see. I see how it is. Just prefers the Japanese dialect. Figures. Figures. Yeah, so we are exploring northward into the underground area. Wow, those textures look so basic when you can see so many of them. Am I going to die? No, just get hurt. That's fine, I guess. Well, her human mother is Japanese, so yeah. Soya! So yeah. Soya! Ooh, Sight of Grace. Huzzah. Standing right on top of it. To know if her previous family was. That's the question. That is the question. 374 left to level with. One more Scadutreed blessing in order to level that up again. I wonder if we'll find one in this direction. While there hasn't been a whole lot of stuff just jam-packed into this game, there is a Erdtree blessing in almost every cardinal direction I've gone in. Doing good, Alantheus. Glad to hear it. May you be doing even better from here on out. A better day. A better night. An even greater evening. And a better day tomorrow, too. I'm okay. I'm very fatigued. My throat is very scratchy for some reason. Don't know why. As you can probably hear. But I'm doing well, doing my best. Streaming today solely by the grace of God and by His blessing on my coffee. Caffeine is a blessing to humankind, enabling much good in this world to be done. Thank God for coffee. Coffee. My nightmares are made real. Flying scorpion spiders. I'm going to not do that right now. All I know is they relinquished her due to not being able to feed her anymore. Which is very sad, but I'm glad that you can too. Worst nightmare, indeed, Sunshine Faith. Welcome in, Sunshine, my good mod and top-hatted floralist.
Oh, hi.
Good to see you, good to see you. Charles tomorrow, Z's, exactly. I am not going to be leaving the house tomorrow. Thanks for nothing, Sunshine. Thanks a lot. And a rune bear. Okay. Very well.
Boy? Meatball! Woo! Amazing! Amazing meatball!
Amazing meatball. Whoa. Okay. Nope. Gotcha. Right in the bum bum. Gonna do it again. To no avail. Nice, Sue. And acupuncture. Wablow. Now he's so chill, he can't even fight me now. See? Very nice, very nice. Charles wins again. Charles has woken up. That is one touch bear. Yeah, truly. One touch, one kill. How unbearable. Absolutely unbearable. Okay. Well, that's concluded. I don't want to fight those things. Those are very large. Those are very, very large and flying. And have stingers and too many legs. Just too much going on there. Let's just leave it like it isn't. It doesn't exist. Poop! Horn-strewn excrement. That sounds painful. Yes, how are you doing today, Sunshine? Do tell, do tell. Renty yelled at you for that pun? How unbearable! Meow! Got so angry. I guess I'll read the stinking excrement. Excrement of a large carnivorous beast containing fragments of horns. material used for crafting items. Found underfoot in places like forests where beasts dwell. It is said that the deadliest of the horned predators enjoy the sport of hunting and devouring other horned creatures. For sport! Pretty sure it wasn't fun coming out again on the other side. More rune bears. Well, here we go again. He has his own horn-strewn excrement. Boar got in the way. Ow. Get off! Nice. This among your favorite games? Yes, it is. Definitely top 5 so far. I mean, I've put thousands of hours into it already before the DLC came out, and now the DLC is out, and it's going to add at least 60 hours every time I play the game. I know that will go down over time, as each time I play it, I will have understood the maps and know where everything is, so it'll take less time to go through everything, and I will also have particular builds which do not require I go into every area and kill everything and get everything. But it's definitely not going to take any less than 30 to 60 hours to beat this. So yeah, I guess you could say it is amongst my favorite games. Yeah, I honestly was not sure if I would enjoy it as one of my top games when it first came out, as it was definitely quite an adjustment period to get used to when I first started playing it, as that opening area is so rough when you first play Elden Ring, the base game. Like, you go through a tutorial, which is really easy, no challenge whatsoever, and then you are thrust into a world where in every direction you go, there is a mini-boss that is just going to one or two shot you. And it's like, have fun, kiddo. And I'm like, this isn't very fun. But then, of course, you learn to go past or away from hard difficulties to do easier things. Ooh, look, rocks. A lot of dead bodies. What happened here? Multiple rune bears. Why so many bears? There is always the potential for a rune bear, any enemy even of this DLC, to contain some kind of new item. So we must attack everything. I did not hit the thing right. Confound it. He is angry. Nice. Okay, now hopefully I can get the acupuncture. Yes! But yeah, as the game goes on, the better you get at it, the more you learn of all the items and weapons you can use, the more you level and grind, the easier the game is, the more fun it is for me. So, with all that they've added with the DLC, I love long games. Now, I won't be able to play this like super often and do like lots of playthroughs, as many as I have with the other games, as it is so long and daunting to start a new character afresh. Definitely my top 5. Whoa. Gloried attire. Interesting. The black spot. Oh, gracious. Wrong time to jump. Slept in really late today. Ooh. Stayed up too late and messing around in Pal World. Pal World, yes, they have a new addition. New area, new pals, new items. I'm very excited to get back into Pal World at some point. I don't know when. I do own it on Steam now, so that's good. Ah! I really enjoyed Pal World to begin with. Obviously, the feeling of newness will be gone, but it is a really fun game at base, and always finding new things to do in a game like that is going to make it more fun to be had. Very much looking forward to that. Oh, I got it. Haha. So far, feeling good. Alright, well, at least you're feeling well. Do get good rest, of course, but glad you had a fun time in Power World. Is this a story game? I would say not. Not at all. It has a story, but heck if I know it. I've been reading every single bit of lore, talking to every NPC I possibly could, and the base game, I understand a couple of quest lines, right? I understand the story of a couple of quest lines, but the greater story is so weird and arcane and magical and psychological, it's hard to say what is even happening. So, have you been playing Pal World at all off stream? No, I have not. No time, really. Yeah, I haven't played it since I streamed it last. Layla Game Zone, return to your stream blessed and filled with the power of God. Fare thee well, Layla Game Zone. Thanks for watching, and have an excellent rest of your streams. Splendid Saturday. Rousing round of applause for Layla Game Zone, ladies and gentlemen. A sister in Christ. Streamer in Christ. And she is now doing a donathon for a charity known as the International Suicide Prevention Center. So, do check out her channel when you have the time, follow if you have the will, subscribe if you have the means, and donate in order to help stop suicide. Thank you. Did you say why you enjoy this game so much? What aspect of the game draws you in? Two things, exploration and combat. Those are mostly it. But as with any Soulsborne game that I've ever played, From Software made, there is almost infinite variety of, like, armor sets you can equip and change around to look however you want. Hundreds and hundreds of different weapon types and build possibilities for you to use. Of things that just look really cool and have all different abilities. It's just like, I could just change my build at any point, respec, and play in a totally different way. And that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Beyond that, obviously, the game is objectively a masterpiece, work of art. It looks like a Renaissance painting at every juncture, you know? And that's something that very few games have ever been able to accomplish, that I've seen. And this one definitely pulls it off marvelously well. I can play however I want. Whatever weapon I want to use, I can use it from beginning to end, and it can be viable if I work hard at it. Also, as I said before, in other YouTube comments, that I should probably make a video on this, just stating this, but in my times of depression, and many other people have the same testimony, From Software games are said to save people. Everyone says, they saved me. From Software games saved me. Bloodborne saved me. Rugalia, the great red bear, he's a boss. Oh, very angry boss. Very red boss. Oh dear. And that's definitely true of me too. Back in the oh, he has those abilities, does he? Back in the time when I was going through depression because of sickness and lack of friends because of the sickness and having to leave high school because of the sickness, I was really depressed, going through a really hard time. So when I started playing these games, I ran into the difficulty of them and the very dark and depressing nature of the worlds in which they are set. And those dark, depressing worlds mirrored what I was going through in my brain, you know? The fact that everyone of the NPCs was either an enemy or insane. Definitely felt like how I felt about the world at the time. So I could relate to the insane, grim darkness of the world. And then deal with it, you know? You go forward, and it's really hard, and it's really difficult and dark, but there are a lot of ways to go, and if you keep going, you will succeed, right? That's actually part of the story, is if you don't continue, if you stop at any point, you will go hollow in the game, in the world of the game. So, whenever you're not continuing on, whenever you feel like you want to quit, the game is winning. Like, not the game, but the bad guys in the game, the disease of hollowing, of losing your spirits and giving up, is you losing the game. So, that is something that really helps one in a manic depressive state to overcome in some small way in a video game so that you can imagine overcoming in real life your own unwillingness to carry on. And that is something that every single From Software game has at its essence, at its core. Like, this is going to be difficult, and you are going to hate it at some point, but that is what allows you to have a good experience later when you are able to say, with pride, that I overcame this difficulty. And honestly, it doesn't matter how you overcame it, as long as you overcome. Because a lot of people, and this is what's weird about the Soulsborne community, it's known for being very judgmental, very elitist, very gatekeepy. And that's actually the opposite of how the game is designed. It is not made to be gatekept. It's not made to be like, oh, keep the good way of playing it from your friends. Like, Miyazaki actually designed Dark Souls 1 with the intention that certain challenges could only be uncovered with the help of the community on the internet. Like, he wanted that to be the way it was. So there's really, if you can beat it, then it is valid. So, enemy felled, and Charles wins again. Huzzah! The Roar of Regalia. Acquired, I don't know what that is. Another Roar ability. Roar after war. So yeah, so that's something that draws me in thematically about every From Software game. And it definitely has a lot of things that a lot of people have experienced.
Woohoo!
That help with depression. I'm a wiener! Apparently my husband finished this game, but has not played the DLC yet. Ooh. Yes, he's he's in for it. Can I ask when you dealt with depression, and which game? The first Souls game? Dark Souls 1 was the first one that I played. And Bloodborne, specifically, I would say were the ones that helped the most. But, like I say, that theme is in every single From Software game, and I won't say that it sustained me, but just having something during that time to oppress, to overcome. During that time when I was depressed, that was separated from reality, where I could deal with it in a in a fantastical way, was very much what I needed at the time. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was about, I would say that was about 12 years ago? 12 years ago? Around 2012. 2012 was 12 years ago, Chad. Feel old yet? And Solomon SK, greetings and salutations.
Oh, hi.
You had friends? Shocker there. Shocker there. Welcome, Solomon. How do you do today? Yeah, so it was probably about... maybe... From the time that I was 16 to like 20, that's when I was really going through it. And consistently since then. But more recently, when when I started streaming, that's when I felt a lot more stable mentally and emotionally. But I will say, the main thing that helped me, beyond Soulsborne, and at the same time, partially because of it, was just reading the Bible over and over. I did not have much time to do anything but play video games, watch things, read books. So that's all I did, was play video games and read the Bible over and over and over and over again, because, okay, it's time to actually take on the flying scorpion spiders. Oh, gracious. He's sitting here watching you right now? Oh my goodness. Well, hello there, Sunshine Faith's husbando. Hope you're doing well. Can I, Who? Oh, they don't have much health. Praise Jesus, why are they so large? I'm just gonna teleport back here real quick. Just
anime woman.
Quick. Games have helped me a few times when I went through things, so I understand, yes. During my darkest teenage years, I used World of Warcraft as escapism, yes. And escapism isn't always... Like, I wouldn't say that Dark Souls was escapism at all. It was more like... And Bloodborne, especially. It's more like, wow, this game looks violent and vicious and dark and evil and wicked and everything is hateful. Just like my life is. So I wasn't escaping my own life by going into the game. It was like, my own life is hard. But what the people are going through, if you take it literally, realistically, is so much worse that what I'm dealing with in my life is nothing. Like, yeah, I don't have any friends right now. They've all left me and betrayed me. And I can't get a job, I can't go to school. I feel helpless and worthless, etc. But we don't have a wasting disease that turns us into mindless beasts and causes each other to have to kill each other and eat each other's blood. And we also don't have people hunting us down because we are foreigners and burning us at the stake. That's not happening to us at this moment. And we don't have Lovecraftian creatures looking over us at all times that may just blast us with light beams randomly.
You are fake news.
And we don't have an evil... Thank you, Solomon. Thanks for those bitty boos. Play those blips. Yeah, and we don't have like an overbearing religious structure that is forcing us to do rituals and, you know, having an inquisition.
No wonder you've been fighting ISIS your entire adult life.
So yeah, you get the idea. We're not going through that. So if I thought of that realistically, then that was my life was so much easier to deal with in comparison. Like, okay, if people can actually get through something like that,
good news,
then I can get through
found out the source of my problems.
what
the
I'm
bad
going
news
through, you know,
is it's
in the
me.
first world way. Slay Fever, greetings and salutations.
Oh, hi.
Hope you're doing well, friend. Thanks again, Solomon, for all those bitty boos. Moved into a new house in this house in 2012. Wow. Wow, indeed. Okay. We are getting the acupuncture. Okay, got it. Got it. But yeah, escapism can be very useful, obviously. But for me, these games help me to cogitate over the issues in my own life in comparison to something far worse. And it's like, would I be able to live through it, to do well, to overcome in these situations? Well, maybe I should be the type of person who can. Right? Like, if all those things that happen in Bloodborne, where people are turning into beasts, started to happen, would I just break down? And if so, There's something wrong there with me. I need to be the type of person to whom others can look to for help, for confidence, for edification, encouragement, etc., when the world is going to heck. And if I can't be that, then I'm not at the right place in my mind, and I need to change something about the way I think about the world. I don't know what to upgrade now. Because I have this item that is giving me extra defense based on how over-encumbered I am. The higher equipment load, more defense I get. Fascinating. Huh. So either I will keep this and remain over-encumbered, or not use it and not have the benefit of that defense, but also be able to fast roll. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle.